Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
We are reading from Shri Stavavali, Srila Raghunatha Das Goswami Parthana. Radhe. This is prayer number 4. I remember the Prince of Raja, Rajendra Nandana, whose sweet bodily luster defeats the beauty of a host of fresh monsoon clouds, who wears a dhoti which shines like molten gold, whose lotus-like face is beautified by a slight smile, whose limbs are adorned with different ornaments, who keeps Shri Radhika, who is intoxicated by her fortunate pastimes in the first erotic rasa on his left lap, and who makes her smile by speaking crooked words to her. I remember the Prince of Raja, Rajendra Nandana, whose sweet bodily luster defeats the beauty of a host of fresh monsoon cloud, who wears a dhoti which shines like molten gold, whose lotus-like face is beautified by a slight smile, whose limbs are adorned with different ornaments, and who keeps Shri Radhika, who is intoxicated by her fortunate pastimes in the first erotic rasa on his left lap, and who makes her smile by speaking crooked words to her. Sri Raghunatha Das Goswami has deep visions of these rasika pastimes, and his heart is filled with a strong desire for attaining his beloved deity, his Ishta Devi. His Swarupa Avesh is very strong, so he is not aware of what goes on in the external world. His strong love causes his mind and heart to submerge in the sweetness of the Yugala Kishore, the heart of a devotee.
1 minute. Here, Ishtadev Raghunath Das Goswami is meditating in Ishtadev. The moment you meditate in Ishtadev, your Sarup comes. If you have no Ishtadev, Sarup will never come. Try to understand this. Read this line verse. Repeat this.
Sri Raghunatha Das Goswami has deep visions of these rasika pastimes, and his heart is filled with a strong desire for attaining his beloved deity, his Ishtadev.
Understand? This is the point. Heart has to fix with your Ishtadev, beloved deity. Beloved deity is your Ishtadev. And in beloved deity, there is a Radha and Krishna. If you want to be a Manjari, you have to be a Radha Das. Then you have to decide in which way you will stay longer, where you have a fixed Ishtadev bhav. And to fix in Ishtadev is the mercy of Gurudev. It's not every place you will relate. And when you have a Ishtadev, you fix there and relate with that. That's the Ishtadev. Then opulence will be not important to you. Your relation and love will be important. And the moment you realize this, what will happen? You want to connect with Ishtadev. And this connection will develop with your constitutional position. My constitutional position, by grace of Gurudev, what we got it, we will start meditating in that. Without that, it's not possible. We got it, but how to do? Practice. practice how without Istadev. Without feeling, you cannot practice your Sarup. It's all feeling business. Today from morning we are reading, listening about Tattva and Rasa. Two subjects goes together. One is Tattva Pradhan, one is Rasa Pradhan. From morning class also it was there. Tattva Pradhan means is the Almighty God. Huh? Yeah. What more explain than Tattva Pradhan?
Not hungry, not thirsty,
Huh?
not hungry.
Mike say,
He's not hungry, he's all
take Mike
satisfied.
little near, very far, it's not good. Huh?
Tattva, he is abyss. Rasa.
No, Tattva is no,
You're right.
no hungry.
He's not hungry. I mean, in Rasa.
He has no desire in Tattva. He is Almighty.
And he will be object.
Yeah. And Rasa Pradhan, he becomes subject for the object. Rather, it depends. What is the Pradhanta inside us? What is the importance inside us? You will need Tattva or Rasa. Yeah. So here also, Rasa Pradhan will happen when you have a Istadev. The moment you got the Istadev, means your relation fixed, your Rasa Pradhanta will come. Yeah. Like one time, Srivas want to get some Radha Mohan. He organized also for that. Then I say, your Radha Mohan is here. Why you want to serve separate service? Because Rasa, when you have an attachment there, then you lose the attachment here. Understand? So my interest was this, that you fixed here attachment more. I don't want to lose you. You become so Rasa Pradhan here with your Istadev that you never forget here with Radha. Where you will fix, your mind will be there always in your Istadev. Other is not important. Istadev is the important thing. That's the point. When there is a no relation, we don't understand this important. We move with the Guru consciousness. But Guru is very good because all his mercy, he not keep from by himself, he bring to direct to Radharani lotus feet to us. This is the mercy of him, kindness of him. Even you see the Prabhupada, he every place make the deities and he not show himself very important there. He always glorify them and say to serve there. But he is Rasa Pradhan. So he is always trying to develop Rasa in between devotion. He gave two examples. First, he gave Rasa's example first. Do this way, loving way. If you cannot do this way, then do Tattva way, godly way. This secondly, watch Bhagavad, whole Bhagavad Gita based like this. Always two examples. Yeah. So this is very important. Then Sarup is fixed. If you have a mercy gift by Radhika through Gurudev, very easy to fix that. My brother said difficult, but Radhe Radhe, I feel very easy to fix. Why is difficulty? Difficulty is this, that we not fixed in our Istadev. That is the big trouble. The day we fix with my Istadev, there is no difficulty. 90% they don't fix with Istadev. One small child, if he is fixed with Istadev, he has a relation. What about others? Is it natural? How I can show you? One child who don't know any philosophy, if he has a relation with one Istadev, he develops a relation. Without doubt, you watch. You have no philosophy, but you cannot develop relation because you have you are in Tattva Pradhan. You want to know the philosophy and Rasa is missing inside you. And he has Rasa only, Tattva he don't know. Children, on his own way he developed one Rasa and he relates. And Tattva blocks us, our relationship. So Sarup is not waking up, say Radha. Sometimes my ego is blocking me. is also my creation. Children are lucky. They have no ego because they don't know what is ego. Our practice makes me so full of ego. They are lucky, right? They have no idea about that. And second thing, we see the Lord in a tattva way. Second way, as a God. So rasa is missing. Go on. Yeah. I say you just to research. Then is a different, very different. Yeah. Go on.
Sri Raghunath Das Goswami has deep visions of these Rasika pastimes.
You say deep vision. What is Raghunath Das Goswami? He has a deep vision because he has a goal of life. Goal means he wants to do something. First he wants to go to Mahaprabhu. Why he want to go? Tattva Pradhan. God is appear 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. 3 times Mahaprabhu back. Then he meet with Nityananda, Guru Kripa. When Nityananda he meet, he become angry. He say you have to give the food, arrange the food. Which place? Some place he make a big feast of Panahati. Feast, and he punish this to Raghunath Das. He escaped from Nityananda. He avoid to meet, so he say you have to give them this. Our nature also, to escape the guide from anyone, direct I want to see. Then we see only Tattva Vishnis, God, godly consciousness. When he meet with Nitai, by the grace of Nitai, Rasa Tattvata. Rasa become Parthana, and then when he went to see Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu said to me, see Sarup Damodar. Why? If you want to understand me, you have to know who is close to me. Then you can understand. If you want to understand, you have to understand with my Lalita or Vishakha. My case of Baba said, Lalita or Vishakha, see that it should be close. Someone who can say about it. What you are thinking is not right. Something else I am. Slowly, he started looking at Rasavi. And then he developed real connection and relation with Chaitanya. Right? And this connection not stay, stop. It start moving to Rupa Goswami. He meet with Rupa Goswami in Vrindavan. And Rupa Goswami not stop it. He become the mood he took from Rupa Goswami. Yesterday Kesa Baba is telling, at the time of Diksha, if you have a Sukruti, you get the Sambandha, relation. That is the Diksha. Sometime previous Sukruti is not there, this Sambandha not coming. But the day Sambandha will come, with the Jiva has a Sambandha with your Ishtadev, all this time. This slok he say, very nice, we have to record it. Narayan Maharaj book also is this book. So he explained that. Means the moment of Diksha, when you develop relation, that time has to come. If I have a previous Sukruti, not then late, because previous Sukruti is missing. The day coming, all that, start life, easy. If not, then difficult. Sorry. Yes, go on.
Raghunath Das has deep visions of these Rasika pastimes.
Yeah, this deep vision. Why? Grace of Nitai, grace of Mahaprabhu, grace of Sarup Damodar, all the grace combined one place. Rupa Goswami, all the associate of Radhika, their grace. Radharani herself as a Chaitanya. Wow.
And his heart is filled with a strong desire for attaining his beloved deity, his Ishtadev.
Yes, this is the desire. One longing should come. Yesterday was there. How you can change the longing? What was the subject? You cannot change the longing. It means you have no desire. If you change your longing of your Ishtadev, then you have no desire for that. You cannot change it. when this desire comes for Swami is my goal of life, then other longing is no longer. No desire is over, right?
It was written that she makes sure that there is no other thoughts than her.
Read this line, no underline a word. Wow.
I don't know if it's here or if it's in the book.
Yeah. No other longing. If you have one longing, even the minor, you cannot keep 5 programs at one time. One longing, finish it, then do the other.
The
Longing.
Manjari answer.
You got it? You have to underline when I explain something. Go on.
The Manjari subsists only on devotional service. Service is their life, and they are the embodiments of devotional service themselves. Although in beauty and sweetness they equal the Yuteshwaris, Gopi group leaders, they don't care for that position. They are simply absorbed in the savor of devotional service to Shri Radhika.
Radha. Yeah. Sri Radha. Okay, no problem. Go on.
This is what I can find.
All will say like desire means no other desire left. Go on. Chalo.
Chalo. His Swarupa Avesh
Yeah.
is very strong.
That is when he is strong. When there is no other longing. Strongness comes when there is no desire other.
So he is not aware of what goes on in the external world.
Yes. Sometimes he is a little irritated, very crazy person. When you bring out to him, he irritates and crazy. Why? Because he was not a person of that place where you want to bring him. He becomes irritated to go there because practicing wrong way, the Sarupa way. And for material way, you have to calculate it. They don't want irritation come. It's too much for any small things. Irritate to that. Yeah. Yes.
I find Gurudev what you say.
Wow.
The practicing devotees should endeavor to awaken their Swarup Abhiman
Yes.
and to similarly relish the flavors of these pastimes. Bodily consciousness is a powerful obstacle to perceiving the pastimes of the Yugala Kishore.
Wow. Yeah.
Sri Raghunath Das Goswami's Swarupa Avesh is very strong, so he is not aware of what goes on in the external world.
Sri Radhe.
His strong love causes his mind and heart to submerge in the sweetness of the Yugala Kishore.
Yes.
The heart of a devotee who practices smarana always wanders around in the kingdom of ecstatic love.
Sri Radhe.
Why should the mind go elsewhere after relishing the sweetness of the Lord? Shri Thakur Mahashai sings in Prema Bhakti Chandra. The devotee does not think of anyone else but the Lord. Just as the bee is fixed in the honey, the chakora bird in the moonlight, the chaste wife in her husband, and the poor man in gold. Such are the ways of devotion.
Yeah. Radhe.
The Gaudiya Vaishnavas meditate on sweet divine couple. Their bee-like minds do not go away from their lotus-like feet. This is the supreme savor in the spiritual kingdom. Yugala Charane Priti Parama Ananda Tati. Rati Prema Maya Parabande. Love for the lotus feet of the divine couple is the highest ecstasy of life. Let me be lovingly attached to the Premika books written by the Rasika Acharyas. This is Prema Bhakti Chandra.
Yeah. Very nice book. Prema Bhakti Chandra.
Shri Raghunatha's heart and mind are both in the kingdom of Leelas.
Wow.
In his Smarana, a sweet Leela picture appears before his spiritual eyes.
Right.
He sees Radhika and Mohana meeting in a solitary Nikunja through the endeavors of the Sakhis and the Manjaris.
Sri Radhe.
When the Yugala Kishore
Sri Radhe.
sits down on their jeweled throne, they illuminate the whole Kunja house with their endless sweetness, and the eyes of the Sakhis and Manjaris blissfully swim in the ocean of this sweetness. Shri Raghunatha, as Tulasi Manjari, is engaged in the service of the Yugala, and her eyes are now immersed in Mohana's sweetness. Mohana's sweetness is anyway endless, but in front of the spotless mirror of Sri Radhika's love, this sweetness takes ever new forms. Krishna himself says in Chaitanya Charitamrita, although the mirror of Radha's love is spotless, its clarity increases at every moment. There is no end to the increase of my sweetness, but in front of this mirror it floats in ever new forms.
Again.
Although the mirror of Radha's love is spotless, its clarity increases at every moment.
What means if Jiva becomes shadow of Radhika, means shadow is in mirror, right? My shadow, how I see in mirror, I see my face, right? This is mirror. But her mirror is spotless, but it's not like that. I see this face material. It's not clear. But in this mirror of Radhika, when we will meditate, read that. That is, yeah.
Although the mirror of Radha's love
Yes.
is spotless,
It's spotless. Mirror means Radhika's becoming shadow. Radhika's shadow. Radhika is my goal. I'm living under his, what do you say, reflection of the shadow. My existence is her reflecting from her is my identity. So what I see this mirror through Radhika only. That is my goal. Yeah, understand? She is my main tool to watch. Go on.
its clarity increases at
Slowly clarity will increase. Not one day it will increase now. When I will keep this in mind and the practice, I will do bhajan, I will do niraparad, naam lai, tar hoy, prem hoday. When I will clear in this point, not doing any mistakes for anyone to pain, to disturb, and do some services.
its clarity increases
Sri Radhe.
at every moment.
Sri Radhe.
There is no end to the increase of my sweetness,
Wow.
Krishna said. But before this mirror, it floats in ever new forms.
Sri Radhe.
This is Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Read.
The heart of Kinkari Tulasi is now absorbed in ever fresh blackish luster.
Absorb means, one form. You put in the water and he shut the all water that absorbs. Fully the full of water absorbed.
Like a sponge.
A sponge. Which side you will touch it will be water, you can touch it. Yeah. What color you make, it will be same color, all color. Yeah, that type of observe.
The heart of Kinkari Tulasi.
So this absorb, we have to become like a sponge, soft like a sponge, and to much to absorb that something, right? Huh?
Samadhi.
That is samadhi. So, that's a samadhi. Absorb. Now there is no sponge, only water. Raghunath Ji said, is samadhi. Radhe is all to do. Huh? It's not that I listen but I will do nothing. This is the problem here. This is difficult. My case of Baba say is very difficult because you have to do it. Really, doing is difficult. Go on.
Is absorbed in the ever fresh blackish luster.
Huh?
Blackish luster this time.
Yeah.
Of tender Mohana's body.
Wow.
She sees that his bodily luster rebukes the beauty of a host of fresh rain clouds.
You see, first line was rain cloud in the, what you say, purpose. So God gifted Baba was realization is in Siddha. You cannot imagine, you cannot find in a verse, is it all coming flow. How he give the words, I don't know. Fresh cloud, what a beautiful example. Go on. Ready to give the mercy.
The great poet Karnapur has written, Krishna's body shines like a sapphire, crushed collyrium, a host of monsoon clouds, or a blue lotus flower. Truly, nothing can compare to Mohana's glossy luster. Sripadacharya Shankaracharya also said, this sacred mantra can be recited, repeated in japa, or meditated upon.
Yes.
Shibiva Mangala Thakur has written, we worship an adolescent boy of bluish complexion, who is the limit of cleverness, who slows down Shri Radha with the luster of his restless eyes that are swaying on the waves of nectarian elegance, who is honored by the glances of the goddess of fortune, Shri Radha, who is loved by the girls on the bank of the Yamuna, who is the seed of all descents of Cupid, and who is the emperor of sweetness. The Kinkari then sees that this bluish body is beautified by a dhoti shining like molten gold.
Wow, you see, blue and molten gold. There is no Radha Krishna. More and more when you go in the, only color has to be, wow, read again.
The Kinkari then sees that this bluish
Underline here.
That this bluish body is beautified by a dhoti shining like molten gold.
Just take home that somebody. When I see everywhere, only you are there. This Mahaprabhu mood, this of Radharani. And this mood Manjari has to develop blue and multiple. What is this?
When you see this pitambara,
Wow.
yellow cloth, it looks as if someone is pouring out a great amount of liquid gold.
Wow.
Chandidas. Who is smearing out this green, making it yellow?
Huh?
Who is smearing out this green?
Green. What is green? Is a creation is a green. You paint blue and blue, it will become green. When the two colors mix each and they play, it become green. What I see the green is their play in the form of green. They are happy, then it become green. Can say in Hindi, Haryali. Haryali. Haryali means real happiness. Ananda. The people say in Hindi, Ghar mein Haryali hai. Means there is a very pleasant, very wide, good vibration in the home. Why? Because Radha Krishna is there, where love is there and God is there. Understanding is same. There is no conflict inside. All is positive. Yeah. Go on.
Who is smearing out this green,
Wow.
making it yellow?
Making
Yellow.
what is smearing? Huh?
Spreading.
Acha.
That is how I see this pitambara.
Wow.
It is as if he hugs Preyasi Shiromani Shiradika.
Is it? And when this blue is going out, it becomes yellow. And Manjari, what they do? They try to mix both of them. Blue and yellow. This is the highest rasa without it. All these rasic talks happen like that. Oh, we are lucky in Sri Lanka.
Who is smearing out this green, making it yellow? That is how I see this pitambara. It is as if he hugs Preyasi Shiromani Shiradika by wearing this yellow cloth that corresponds exactly with her beautiful bodily splendor. In Shiradharani's Rasodgara, amorous recollection, remembrance, it is seen Amara Angera Varana Lagia Pitavasa Pore Shama. Sham wears this yellow cloth because he loves my bodily luster so much.
Sri Radha. He cannot live without yellow, and she cannot live without blue. Maharaj. And Manjari wants to mix this blue and yellow. It's the work of Manjari to see all this haryali happiness. The baby only take the pencils and paint together blue and green. What they do? We are baby, we want to make this two color and make mix. Sri Radhe, Sri Radhe.
Nature.
Is the point. There is nothing out of love. There is nothing out of the God where so Atma Sukha Priti Vancha Namanam Krishna Sukha Priti Vancha Dare Prem Nam. Where is the Krishna? Everywhere. Then why Kama? You always serving. It is Vedas say it is sex. This is a Kama Maya. Patni said, no, he's my Pati Dev. I seek him. I serve. What is my duty I do? That is a prema. So is a concept of how to see the prema. When you see everywhere Krishna, then if you see the Maya, then is it Maya, Kama. Self-enjoyment is only Kama. Everywhere is a Krishna. Jit dekho tit sham. There is no other place where without Krishna. There is no other place without Radha. Krishna cannot live without Radha. Radha cannot live without Krishna. But we are go through Radha to Krishna. We don't want to go direct or develop relation. This is Manjari's nature. They don't like. They want to live in the mirror of Radhika. To relish more and more Sri Radha. Like a shadow of her. Same feeling of her. That it grows. Sri Radha.
Then again he says, Smita Ruchira Mukham Bochan. His lotus face is beautified by a honey-sweet, slight smile. How sweet is that smile! The Mahajanas sing. Cupid faints when he touches the billowing waves of that slight smile. That honey smile has a most intoxicating effect on the gopis.
Again, right?
Smita Ruchira Mukham Bojam. His lotus face is beautified by a honey-sweet, slight smile. How sweet is that smile! The Mahajanas sing. Cupid faints when he touches the billowing waves of that slight smile. That honey smile has a most intoxicating effect on the gopis. Shri Rupa Goswami has written, O Madhava, may the luster of your smile that shines like the autumn moon and rebukes the sweetness of an entire ocean of nectar, may it destroys the darkness in your devotees' hearts.
Radhe, tomorrow I will explain.
And nourishes the herbs of the gopis' amorous desires.
Yeah.
Radhe Radhe Go